Why are hearing aids from Pub Hearing so much cheaper? Now, this is a good question, and it's a question we get asked all the time. And people often ask it from a very skeptical perspective because they're used to the price of top-end premium hearing aids being so extortionately high. Now that they find them on a website for $19.95 Australian dollars each, the question is, how come they're so cheap? There's something can't be right here. You know, if it's too good, it probably is. The reason predominantly, and there's a couple of reasons, but the main reason why our hearing aids are so much cheaper, why they are the prices that they are, is simply because hearing aids cost different amounts in different countries. Some countries, such as in Australia, for instance, the price of hearing aids is ridiculously expensive. So your local audiologist has to purchase a hearing aid from the local Australian supplier, for instance. They may be paying upwards of $4,000 for one hearing aid. That same hearing aid you can purchase at retail price from our website is less than half of that. It's only $19.95. How come? Well, that's because the price is controlled by the supplier or the manufacturer, and they have deemed that in Australia, hearing aids should be valued way up here. This is what the audiologists in Australia have to pay for those products. In another country, such as where Pub Hearing is based, in Ireland, we can buy those products not at half price, at less than half price, which is why we can pass those savings on to you. It's just simply a matter of how cheaply can we purchase the product. Now, it's the same product. There is no difference. Now, one of the other factors that does make a big difference in terms of the price is the technology level. So for some markets, there is a significant increase in the price every time you increase the technology level of the hearing aid. Now, what you've got to understand here is that if I take a particular product, say this one right here, now this hearing aid comes in 4 different levels of technology. The physical product is identical, so at each level. So it's the same computer chip, it's the same microphone, it's the same speaker. It costs the manufacturer no more to produce an entry-level or a high-end hearing aid. They're both exactly the same price to physically manufacture. Now, the high-end hearing aid has extra software, which means the hearing aid's capable of providing you with a better outcome. It can reduce more background noise and do things like that. So yes, it's definitely worth acquiring the top-end hearing aid, but not if you're going to pay this massive premium in terms of the price. So the manufacturer can charge whatever he wants for the product, whether it's a high-end or a low-end. And in some countries, there's virtually no difference in terms of the wholesale price between the high-end and the low-end hearing aids. And that's where, with Pub Hearing, I'm aware of what the manufacturers are charging in all of these various markets. And therefore, that's where we've seen an opportunity of being able now to have you acquire a hearing aid from us, from Ireland, at a fraction of the price of what it would cost for you to be able to purchase the hearing aid from your local provider. Your local provider, as much as he wants to compete, he cannot compete because he's having to pay an absolute premium to be able to purchase those hearing aids locally. So it's this difference in terms of the wholesale pricing in the various markets that enables us to provide you with a premium high-end hearing aid at roughly, if not less than the price of an entry-level hearing aid of what you'd be paying locally.